trunk bobbing. Look, we billionaires, quadrillionaires out the trunk. Look, you gonna see me trapping out a Bentley. What you thought this was, man? And we outside having fun. Whatever. What's your dream car, man? You can trap out there all day you want. What you think they do? They just changed it. They elevated it. They repositioned. They turned it into something. That's what we doing on our mission. Hey, look, we having fun. And look, Ressa right here, one of the greatest. See, she just look like a model. Like, see how she just sitting? Hey, one of the greatest choreographers, one of the greatest business persons. And, you know, black women, they have the most, they start the most businesses every year. Shout out to the entrepreneurs and also graduate college at the highest rates. Right there's one of the greatest entrepreneurs you've ever seen in your life. Come on, man. Hey, look, this might be your wife. Hey, you gotta just treat her right, though. You feel me? Or we're gonna pull up, you know what I'm saying? How your head hurting, like, here your head is from. She assists me with hella stuff, even though she a boss herself. And I appreciate your assistance. You're amazing. You're a queen. Yeah, hey, black women is the key. You know, I'm telling you, get some. Hey, women in general. Hey, you know they just released a study where intelligence comes from your X chromosomes. What's that? Women, come on, man. Hey, look. But yeah, she just put the labels on this. Let's come inside. Come inside. We're traveling out the trunk. We got merch. We got anything you see. Look, you can get this hoodie right here from me. Hey, but we sell them
love winning.
Yep, because that's what we do. We love winning.
Love winning, man.
We right here. She got it looking nice. And right here, you know, it's one of the greatest products that ever came from a vision from God. Told me to make this. Shout out to the young lady who gave me the original recipe. Hey, she from the lower bottom. Shout out to West Oakland. Love her. But look, hey, we having fun. And, you know, we just begun. Wait, actually, we've been on this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Been healing a collective equilibrium, man. That's the mission. And the equilibrium is the mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, moral, financial, environmental, social, professional, and personal. Just being your best positive way. Life theory is what they call it in psychology. I call it the equilibrium balance, man. That's part of the talents that we got to enhance with ourselves. You feel me?
Oh, my mama, I'm feeling good, man. That was a whole lot of good game. Right now, we in the streets with Stunnaman02 downtown getting money. We in the streets the right way. You almost said the white way, but it's the right way. Get the money way. You feel me? All the money. I'm gonna ask you crypto for sure, man. But I'm gonna ask you a few questions. I'm gonna start with, what do the word game mean to you?
GAME, man. I mean, everything it is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, it's okay. You can acquire it. But, you know, some people born with it. Some people work hard at it. Either or, the people who work hard and utilize what they best at, their strengths, and don't worry about their weaknesses too much until they done maximize their strengths, man, them the people who got the most game. You know what I'm saying? I work on my game every day, every way. The biggest game I just learned and I'm figuring out is not only law of accumulation, compensation, and attraction, and intermingling those, but also being about that action and repositioning. Repositioning is different than rebranding. Right now, this is a rebrand. We used to have 8-ounce bottles. Now we got 16-ounce bottles, and I throw extra on top. So you really getting 18 ounces of juices for $13. It's a steal. Come on, man. I just want you to feel how I do every day. A player way. A repositioning is taking yourself to a whole nother different dimension. A girl reposition that I just learned from was Gunna. We used to see him as a street artist to now he's in shape. You know, he's the pillar of health right now. Shout out to him in the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? Nah, him too. Shout out to Gunna Goes Global. I'm talking about Gunna.
I thought you were talking about your Gunna.
He healthy too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, shout out to Gunna Goes Global. That Gunna, but he repositioned himself from being seen as a street artist to now he on songs with Burna Boy. He global. He universal. You know what I'm saying? And that's that reposition. Went from just being called a snitch to he the biggest, one of the biggest artists on the world. So, I mean, reposition is important. You know what I'm saying? And a part of our repositioning is just being our best self. You know what I mean? And you being authentic in it. You know, that don't mean you don't mistake or fail. You know, it just means through everything you're going through, you still be well. You know what I mean? And well is wellness. You know what I mean? And wellness is a constant thing that you got to work on. And when you elevate your wellness, you'll constantly be living in bliss. You know what I'm saying?
Let the people know where you got your game from.
Man, for me, God, for sure. First, you know, and then moms, grands. You know what I'm saying? I had a 2-parent household, but unconventional. I had my mom and my grams, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that was just understanding how women look at life while developing as a young man, you know? And I'm still working on ways I can expand. But one thing I loved about them, they wasn't always just trying to hold my hand. They let me get my feet dirty. They let me get outside, but they also protected my mind, made sure my heart was pure, made sure I was on point, told me the importance of integrity. And even when I chose to go a different route, you know what I'm saying? They still didn't push me out or block me out. They was accepting, but they was also, you know, making sure I had the right discipline. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. What happens right now, why having men or masculine energy in your life is important. That discipline is definitely necessary. You know what I mean? Not saying ladies can't do it, because my mom and my grandma did a phenomenal job. She's a great mother that be disciplined and on point. I know, I've seen her in action. Very patient, very on point, you know, making sure her son understands, you know what I'm saying? But also, when you got that multiple figures, whether it be a man and a woman in the house, just a nuclear family. I had two mothers, essentially. So it helped me be better. But yeah, I'm a rant and go on, but you know what I'm saying? But that's where I got it from. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
From San Francisco, from Oakland, from New Orleans, from New York, from everywhere I'd never been globally, and from the roots. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Frisco, from the Mo, lived in a point. We used to stay in the East, right there in the Grooms. You know what I'm saying? Wiggled around and figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Went down to New Orleans, man. Shout out to the North Claiborne. Shout out to Uptown. Shout out to the MILF. Shout out to every ward, man, that treated me like I was from there. You feel me? But definitely shout out to Uptown, man. I used to stay over there when I went to college. Was locked in on campus, but I was always expansive. Walking through, shaking hands, making sure I was in Holly Grove, making sure I knew who I was supposed to know. And if we got into, you know, anything that was negative, we always made it positive. You know what I mean? You say we still here with no fear. And even when we did have fear, you know, we put it in the God, man. Well, yeah, you can't worry and believe in God at the same time, because worrying only praying for things to go wrong. You know that God, everything go right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on my mama. So you mentioned the Bay Area, man, and we got on November 9th, Good Game gonna be backstage, VIP access, you know, fucking around with Dregs one at the history of the Bay Day, you feel me? So I want you to tell the people something you know about the Bay Area that they don't know about the Bay Area that they need to know about the Bay Area.
Bay in total or a specific city?
Just the Bay specific, just whatever. You could go city or the whole region itself.
All right, so I'm gonna say I feel like a lot of people didn't know the whole Bay area code was 415. So I see like a lot of times the Bay is like New York, because each city is so massive and it has its own identity, but we kind of like ostracize each other sometimes. Really, we all intermingle. You know what I mean? That's why it's all really 415, and it just continued to expand. So every area code is important, but we all really still the same thing. And even deeper into that, from my neighborhood specifically, I'm from Fillmore. You know what I'm saying? When we was younger, we used to call it Harlem. I didn't understand why until I was in college, wrote a paper on it. After the Harlem Renaissance, hella black people moved over here and started a whole jazz scene. That's why they call Frisco, specifically Fillmore, Harlem of the West. And that's where you hear the best of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's where you see a whole bunch of stuff. They still got the Jazz Fest. You know what I mean? So, like, man, that's some game for you from the Bay. We can't forget the point, though, because we got to figure out how the South got to the city, too, and Richmond, and all these port places. Drew Banga gave me this game, like Oakland. Anywhere you see a port in Frisco, that's where San Francisco, then the whole Bay was the first place to allow black people to be in the Navy. After the World War II, you feel me? They needed more troops. You know what I'm saying? And what you gonna do? You gonna keep ostracizing these people that gotta stand up for their home too? Because it is our home. We foundationally black Americans, foundationally melanated Americans. Feel me? Native. Yeah, it's a lot of us out here. But San Francisco was the first place to allow. What's up, man? How you doing? You gonna come around to the Pizzasalad? Come on, man. You look good. You thriving. Tell them who you is. Let them know.
Stacks in the building. Shout out to my man Stunna, man. You know, we out here. We just counting our blessings, striving for greatness, man. You know how it goes.
I'm gonna say the shipyards, Bayview, Hunters Point, that Navy first people to let them slide through. So San Francisco, the first place to let black people, I believe men first, and I don't know if it was women, but black men be in the Navy. So hell of people from the South move to Bayview, Hunters Point, move to Richmond, move to the port places like Oakland, and that's why everywhere in the Bay, you got these people that got them Southern roots. I meet people from the Bay, and they sound like they're from the South. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. You know what I mean?
That's some good game right there. I ain't gonna lie. The last one before we get up out of here, you feel me, is what is some game that you would give to the people that's watching and might be looking up to you? You feel me?
Man, if you're looking up to me, I'm looking up to you. Hey, look, hey, Spider-Man. Really just always learn. You know what I mean? That's one thing when I feel like I was stagnant in life. I wasn't learning. I wasn't applying pressure. I wasn't pushing myself. And then pushing yourself don't mean just hustle all day and don't get no rest, because rest is the best. You feel me? You need your REM sleep. You need to relax. That's how you download. That's how you receive. You got two different ways. You got places you need to be grounded in. You got places you need to be receiving in. You can't. It's hard to be in motion. Well, I take that. Let me take it forward, because you can't be like a receiver. You can be in motion, catching all your blessings, but also you can be grounded and astounded. I mean, so you figure out your balance, but in figuring that out, realize it really is no balance. You got to maximize. You know what I mean? Maximize the amount of rest you get. maximize the amount of work you put in. And when you go harder, you maximize that, figure out ways you could go smarter. And that's my mission. You know what I mean?
That's some good game. All right, let the people know what you got coming up next, or I know where to find you, but let the people know where to find you and what you got coming.
Like E40 said, the great philosopher, we everywhere like air. You want to watch a movie, you can see that. Look, Freaky Tales, HBO Max right now. 2 films just released. Shout out to the homie Zacchaeus. Invest in yourself productions. Hey, look, think about it. Go find it. That's one of the best production companies out. 2 self-produced movies, man. Double header. Grand Lake Theater. You wasn't there?
I was there.
You was there?
Yeah,
Hey, if you wasn't there, we're not judging you, but I'm like, man, nigga, what's going on? Go to the other side. Go watch Pimpin' Ain't Easy. And on top of that, go just support that whole movement. Because this is people really changing how film is made, keeping film alive while in an era where people don't want to take the time to go do the process that is making films and cinematography. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate all those. Other than that, we got the music dropping. I just recorded a football-based project, ready to get that to the world. It's called Hit Stick. Boom! That's the hit stick. You feel me? Hey, how you doing? Hey, see, I saw my brother right there. He felt the weird. But other than that, man, we're going to share just the love, just the wealth, just the health. We got Buku products coming out. We got the wellness water. We also got an alkaline water coming out. We got the O2 juice. We've been having that. But also we got the pizza salad. You could go to Cali Sports Bar and Kitchen and get some food that's finger linking. We got that Stunna salad with the winning wings. Hey, slide through later. We're going to be performing around 6:30. Come enjoy the show. Okay. Hey, do me a favor. Have a beautiful day.
On my mama, see, we finna let Stunnaman get back out here to campaign, and I'm finna go get in there because I already ordered my pizza salad. I'm finna go up in there, eat this pizza salad, and I'm gonna tell y'all how it is and come fuck with it, on my mama.
In conclusion, you know what you really got to do? What we really got going on? We're just gonna be spreading love, positivity, authenticity, and making sure we heal the collective equilibrium. In the meantime, don't forget, we
still win on my mama. And keep God in your life.
Whoop your ass if you negative.